Hey guys, thank you for joining for another episode here at Investing with All I See is W. Today, I wanted to make this video to share with you insights on 10 top picks I feel can add significant value to your investment portfolio. But before I begin, I'd like to inform you that the information I'll be sharing with you should be used as guidance information only, and anytime when you make an investment decision, please do your own investment research. Let's get started. Now, ticker number one I wanted to share with you is Inovio Pharmaceuticals. Why do I like this company so much, right? Well, they are a company that is working on a potential solution for the COVID-19 pandemic. And what we know is that they have 12 pre-approved DNA immunotherapy vaccines for a wide range of different diseases. What I mean are like bad diseases that they're working on to protect humans. Now, the fact that we know one of its DNA vaccine therapies for RRP related patients, the FDA had just granted orphan drug designation status for one of its drug product for commercial use. So that's just great news knowing that one of its DNA immunotherapies has passed through, and that has demonstrated that the company is working well with the Food and Drug Administration. And given that the FDA has just put a partial clinical hold on Inovio Pharmaceuticals, the share price is reflected in that regard right now. That's why the share price is much lower than where it was previously, right? I mean, once we heard about that news, the share price kind of dropped down. But from what I know, I'm forecasting that we may hear news about the clinical hold being uplifted possibly in like 1 or 2 weeks. What if it happens in week 3 of October? That's very likely because right now we do need Inovio Pharmaceuticals in clinical trials, and I firmly believe that that will be uplifted soon, the hold. And to me, the share price, I feel like in this quarter alone, the share price can definitely hover back up to its prior resistance of $35. And one comment before I pivot over to the next ticker, I just wanted to highlight some important comment here, just with a posting that I had done here. So it's great to see the share price maintained in the double-digit range. 2 quarters ago, the comments on this message board was all about sabotaging the share price to plummet back to $2. Where we are today compared to where the share price was before, that just tells you that Inovio is the real deal. I'm not selling until INO reaches $80 to $100 share price range. Biology is technology, and INO is a candidate to prove that statement. All right, now I wanted to share with you the next ticker, and that is Northwest Therapeutics by the ticker NWBO. So what does this company do, right? And who do they sell to? Well, they are in the biotech sector as well, and they're working on immunotherapies. And let's go ahead and let's take a look here. The company is based in Maryland with an employee size of 17. They're working on a wide range of immunotherapies, one specific for the GBM, glioblastoma multiforme issue with the brain cancer, and that is actually in clinical trials phase 3 right now, so that's very promising. And they also have the DC Vax that's for the glioblastoma, and then the DC Vax Direct for the tumor cancers. And this company is based out in Maryland, and I feel like there may be some positive uplifting news that may come out soon where the share price can definitely go up to like the double-digit share price range, right? We just have been seeing so many spikes lately, like just throughout 2020, and I feel like NWBO may be one that can definitely climb. But I'm just going to continue monitoring because I just learned about this company today, and I just do see that, just expanding out. This is a 6-month trend chart here, and as you can see, back in August, it was hovering at 35 cents, and today just skyrocketed 28 cents, 29 cents, up to like the whole dollar value, $1. So the question is, will it go back down to its 18 cents? I feel like it's going to be unlikely. There's just so much demand right now in the biotech space, and this company is just part of that whole initiative drive right now. And I feel like it can definitely go up possibly to like $3 in the short term. So let's just hold on tight and continue to do some surveillance on NWBO to see if there's any benefits versus the risk implications. Now, next up I wanted to pivot over to is Aphria by the ticker APHA. Aphria is doing so well. I mean, just last week it's been just climbing and climbing and climbing. Look, so I'm just showing you the trough point here. So back in October, the share price was like $4.40. I got in like at around the $4 range long ago, and as you can see, in October, we've just been seeing just positive gains within the last 10 days. And the question is, can the share price continue to go up? I firmly believe so, because of just with market sentiment, with how the politics are playing out right now, how there could be potential decriminalization with these types of issues. And I just feel like the green market is exploding. I mean, you look at the whole COVID-19 pandemic, I just feel like it's just a necessity for just certain people that need it. And the fact that this company is working on exporting out to Canada as well as Germany, Latin America, and soon to be in the United States, I feel like this company will continue to grow, and the share price can go beyond the double-digit share price range. And let's go ahead and let's look closely here. So the employee size is about 1,200. So that just tells you how much processes are in place, and I'm sure this company gets audited to the highest level since it delivers high-grade pharmaceuticals to patients, actually. So highly regulated in Canada, I would say, and it will continue to grow. And that's just my takeaway. Next up, I wanted to share with you is Organovo, and I am an investor of this company as well for many years now, and it's great to see that the reverse trend is happening as we speak, right? I mean, at the time when the share price had its stock split, 20-to-1 share price, this is the drop right here. This was the time frame around the August 13th, and it dropped down, and now it's been climbing up with the U shape. I think it can U shape back up. So that's just positive news for Organovo. And as you can see in the aftermarket, it went up an additional 53 cents, while today during the market, it went up positive dollar. So that just shows that there's potential hope here that it can go up beyond the $20 share price range. And just recently, there was just news about how they got breast tissue patent released or just published. So that's just good information, knowing that this company is diversifying. And let's take a look at what the company does here, and let's look at recommendation trends. In October, of all the analysts, 2 are saying this is a strong buy, and I'm happy to see that. And we know ARK Investments is part of this company. It's amazing to see the employee size with 6 at this time. This is a biotechnology company that develops bioprinted human tissues based on its 3D human tissue platform technology that emulate human biology and diseases. Its 3D human tissue platform includes its proprietary NovaGen bioprinters, which are automated devices that enable the fabrication of 3D living tissues comprised mammalian cells and related technologies for preparing bioinks and bioprinting multicellular tissues with complex architecture. The company offers XVIV human liver tissue and XVIV human kidney tissue used for predictive preclinical testing of human compounds. It's also developing in vivo laser tissues to treat end-stage liver, life-threatening and orphan diseases, and Novo Tissue's liver product using cells from a liver donor and cells from an umbilical cord donor. The company was founded in 2007 and is headquartered in Solana Beach, California. So I'm going to end it there. I definitely feel like it can definitely continue to go up beyond its prior resistance, if not more than that. All right, now let's go ahead and go to the next ticker here, and that is IBIO by the ticker IBIO. Today, the share price had gone up, including the aftermarket, had gone up about close to 3% gain, so that's great. I mean, if you cancel out this large peak, right? I mean, I experienced this large peak right here. I mean, if you can predict the future that it won't go up and it'll go down, you can take some profits here. I didn't actually, but it's okay. But if you look at just the overall trend of this company, right? I mean, if you hover back like during the pre-COVID times, it was like not even close to $1 yet, but now it's $2. I mean, we don't see like crazy spikes like what we saw previously, but it's trending in the right direction. It's slowly growing and maturing, and I feel like Fast Farm technology will definitely be its game changer. And let's hope that the IBIO 201 and the IBIO 200 VLP virus-like particle vaccine for the 200 and the lichen protein-based vaccine, the IBIO 201, let's hope that the 2 IND submissions, we received good information from the FDA where they allow them to enter phase 1 clinical trials to test. And I feel like the share price can definitely go up beyond the double-digit share price range, and I'm just very excited to see how far IBIO can go. And to me, I just am a firm believer of this company because it leverages collagens from plants and uses that to create its vaccine. And the fact that it can scale up very fast at a low operational costs, high efficiency with utilization of less employees, where things are all automated. It's great to see how you leverage technology with science, and you just have a clean process that you follow that works. And that to me is going to be the success for IBIO in the future to come. And I feel like with the whole COVID-19 race, it's not about who gets first, but it's about how companies can scale up and follow a consistent process in the long run. Because to me, this is a long-term game right here. And I'm not thinking like, okay, once it goes up, I'm going to sell or whatever. I'm thinking about the long term because this company can shoot up. Now let's go to the next ticker, and that is Sorrento Therapeutics. Now today we just heard news that it's entering another market for research and studies where it's going into phase 1 clinical trials for a different drug, and that's not even related to COVID-19. So you see how SRNE likes to just increase its opportunities by just diverging into so many different experiences, and that's great because that just shows, if one product fails in the pipeline, then there will be another product that's readily available. And the fact that the company is able to diversify in such a rapid pace, that means Sorrento Therapeutics by default will grow as a company, and its share price will be reflected in its growth of the company, right? I mean, just by default. To me, Sorrento Therapeutics is highly similar to Inovio Pharmaceuticals because INO has like 12 product lines, DNA based, but Sorrento has like different types of technologies, right? INO has different platforms like the SynCon, the DMAb, and the DNA immunotherapies. Sorrento Therapeutics are in like the diagnostics, the antiviral treatment, the antiviral treatment, and so forth. So it's not like one single platform like DNA. So that might be the downside, but the fact that it has so many different products that it's working on right now, I feel like the share price can definitely go up. And I just like how the CEO is tapping into so many different countries like Latin America, Brazil, to start having that country use Covishield for hospitalized infected patients in Brazil. So I'm excited to see how far Sorrento Therapeutics can go, but to me, it can go up beyond the $20, $30 share price range. Next up, I wanted to share with you is by the ticker Electrameccanica Vehicles. SOLL is the ticker. Now, what's so unique about this company, all right? Well, in terms of value investment, I feel like this company can go up, and based on the share price right now, you're getting at a low few dollars, right, per share. And what if it goes up double-digit share price? You can gain like 4 or 5-fold right there just out of nowhere. But we know that the benchmark of just cars in general right now is Tesla, right? And I've been recommending Tesla as well. But let's say if you're one of those folks where you don't have a high propensity to invest in a company like Tesla because one share is like close to 500, that takes out your whole wallet, then I mean, psychologically, this will make you feel better knowing that you have a higher amount of shares. And you never know. I mean, the rate of return might be so much higher with these hidden gem companies. And I mean, the fact that it's been going down, I mean, it's great to just capitalize, and you might just capitalize on a wave-like experience with the company like Solo. And I know that in the future, the fact that populations will increase and the fact that the economy may just get tight where people don't have enough finances to spend, then they will leverage to buy companies that are more efficient and low cost, such as Solo. But that all just depends on each individual. And of course, with this kind of company, the moment you drive it off the lot, then the depreciation value is much less. And I feel like it can have potential gains in the future. So let's just continue to monitor Solo. I have a little small slight investment in them, and I'm just leaving it there, and I'm not even watching them. It's kind of like a set it and forget it. And one day you can see it go up to like double digits. All right, next up I wanted to share with you is VBI Vaccines by the ticker VBIV. Currently, the share price is $285. Today, it dropped down an additional 3.39%. And let's say if you're an existing investor, we all know that it's been trending down, right? I mean, this is a great time. Let's say if you got in like at $6, $4, $5, it's great to dollar cost down because we know, one, they have the cure for the Hep B, right? And that's already been in use, commercial distribution in Israel, now potentially soon in Canada and in the United States. That's going to be exciting for VBIV in terms of finances coming in because of their hard work to get it approved first in Israel and used with a demand increase from the population needs there. And the fact that VBIV has other different vaccines that they're working on, I feel like this company can go up, but slowly, possibly get up back up to its $6 share price resistance and then start establishing itself there and then have a cup shape form. And then eventually, just with news, public release, then we'll see more positive return on cash flow with this company. And let's just continue to monitor VBIV. And I also do have a small amount in VBI vaccines, and I hope that it continues to do well in the future. And I'm just going to park my money there and just wait till it gets up to the double-digit share price range. Next up, I wanted to share with you is Apple, right? Today, this share price did scream up to like close to 6-7%, and that's just great news. And I was recommending Apple at the time when this dip happened. Anything after this dip, you're getting at a discount, right? So 134, 120, 117, 110. This would have been a good time to purchase at a higher low right here at the low 100s. But hey, the fact that it's still below, 124 compared to 134, you're getting it still at a discount. So that's great news, right? And you're investing in one of the top companies, a large scale company where you don't have to worry about risk because it's loaded with finances. It doesn't owe a lot of money. It has a lot of money saved up so it can do something if there's an emergency, and it brings in a lot of cash flow every quarter, every year. So that's Apple, and it has the highest competitive product out there with the large consumer demand for Apple related products. And the share price, to me, I feel like end of Q4 it can possibly hover up to 175 because in most days it's been in the green zone as opposed to red zone. Now, next up I wanted to share with you is the last ticker, and that is Google by the ticker GOOG. Today it went up 3.56%, and then in the aftermarket an additional close to 0.4%, and now it's been hovering at like the $1,500 range. I remember like this company was like $1,300 not too long ago, and now it's added an extra $200 to its share price. So that just tells you how amazing this company can do for you. Investing in large scale companies, and let's look at the maximum here, right? When you invest in large scale companies, and you invest and you set it and forget it where you don't look at it. Okay, so let's say year 2000 or 2010, 10 years ago. Okay, you invested 10 years ago. So you got it at 221. You continue to buy. You had a strategy where you just incrementally every quarter you just buy shares of Google, shares of Google, shares of Google. By this time, you would have accumulated so much. And why does that happen? It's because large scale companies have already established economies of scale. And when you have that inked into your company, then that means you will gain on positive return on cash flow. Because why? When you deal with suppliers in the manufacturing space or in technology space, you can buy at a larger bulk, and for that reason your price points will be lower, and for that reason your operational costs would be lower, and thus you have higher profitability because you're not spending it all on just expenses. So that to me is the benefit of large scale companies being able to work with other suppliers and being able to have that transaction at a lower cost versus like a small mom and pop shop buying a lower quantity of the same part but being charged at a higher amount because of the low volume quantity. And it's all respective of quantity and just your relationship with suppliers. And that's why a company like Google is doing so well with its technology right now, especially with like YouTube and just Google search engine. And thank you so much for watching another episode at Investing with All I See Is W, and I hope that these 10 tickers added value to you. And Please leave any comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more related content. Thanks again so much for watching another episode here at Investing with All I See Is W, and let's gain on the positive proceeds. Thank you.